It's time for the Texas Bucket List Bite of the Week, and this week we're down south in Zapata for chicken fried steak at El Paraiso. In the far reaches of South Texas, smack dab between Laredo and Rio Grande City, you'll find Zapata. Falcon Lake is a big draw to these parts, but so is one of the oldest eateries in the area. We automatically assumed that El Paraiso would be the place for Tex-Mex, so we met up with the owner, a lovely lady from a long way away.
My name is Wendy Mercado.
I've never heard Mercado with a Michigan accent before.
Oh, don't make me say it too often. People make fun of me. No.
Wendy wound up in Zapata in 1992 after wanting to get away from the nasty northern winters. What drew you here?
People,
Really?
friendliness.
Zapata simply seemed to call to her, and when she arrived, she took a job as a waitress at the original El Paraiso, working for the woman who started it all, Hortensia Medina.
In '56, she opened up her own restaurant. She was a pillar of the community. She helped anybody and everybody. Wonderful woman.
That woman ended up being Wendy's mother-in-law after she fell in love with the boss's son, Juan. Was it love at first sight, or were you just a really good employee?
Well, I don't know. Maybe both. I don't know.
Did y'all get married here, or where'd y'all get married?
Yes, here in the back room
Oh, here?
with the minister and all the family and friends.
Just a special place for y'all.
Yes.
Juan passed away unexpectedly in 2016, leaving Wendy the weight of carrying on a restaurant with a long tradition.
Wendy had to take over, and it was very tough.
I really admire her for doing what she did.
What has been the toughest part about running this without your husband?
Doing it without him.
To just come back and try to pick up the pieces and keep it going. It was really, really hard for her.
The success of the business has proven that she did a good job. She's a very hard worker.
We found out firsthand that sitting still wasn't something Wendy really took to. Is this the most you've sat down
Yes.
recently?
Yes,
You look like you're ready to spring out.
I am.
So we figured it was about time to savor the specialty at El Paraiso.
Chicken fried steak.
What's a Mexican restaurant doing with chicken fried steak? Specialty.
That was Hortensia. She's the one that started that.
Here it is the big plate.
We're not just eating some home cooking, we're getting the whole enchilada, and then some. Head chef Juan Angeles explains. So what are we doing today? The El Paraiso special?
Paraiso special.
What's on the El Paraiso special?
Of course, chicken fried cheese and gravy,
The chicken fried steak
one enchilada, rice and beans, one crispy taco, and guacamole.
and guacamole.
Guacamole.
You're gonna force me to eat all that.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. It all starts with a tenderized piece of inside round, getting doused and coated onto the fryer. That's the fanciest fry I've ever seen. Woo, look at it, just bubbling. Time to plate this preposterously sized portion of food. You realize you're putting that on a platter for an entire family, right?
Oh, just for one.
An enchilada, rice, and beans hit the plate. Oh, I almost forgot we need to make a taco. Throw on some chicken fried steak and a gravy, and cover it all with cheese. That is the thickest shredded cheese I've seen in my life. And you gotta have a gargantuan amount of guacamole. Were you guys making guacamole all night long?
Now it's
And that's
ready.
it?
Yeah.
We're done.
Are we
Are you
done?
sure? Here's the biggest question. What do you try first? I think the taco's the easiest bet, so we'll go in for the taco. You might want to plug your ears for this one. If I could just get a plate of those, I'd be happy. Next up, we're gonna try to fish out that enchilada. Oh yeah, there it is. Probably one of the best enchiladas I've ever had. Holy moly. Well, before we go in for the chicken fried steak, we gotta try the homemade guacamole. 3 for 3. Last thing here. Chicken fried steak. You see this big round blob of gravy and cheese with a hint of something laying underneath? That's the chicken fried steak. Let's see it in all its glory. I know y'all are sitting at home just salivating over this one.
It's really good.
Oh my gosh, this might be the best plate of food I've ever had in my life. I mean, I'm not kidding. There is something about putting gravy and shredded cheese together that makes an amazing combination.
Cheese gravy, yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah, that's normal. That's real normal.
It's delicious, and if you add it to your fries, it's even better.
it's the bomb.
When you get that gravy and cheese soaking into that breading of the chicken fried steak, it just takes it to another level. It's just absolute insanity, the flavors you get out of there.
If you're down this way, might as well come down and enjoy a good chicken fried steak.
So if you happen to be looking for an incredible Mexican food restaurant that happens to have one heck of a chicken fried steak, El Paraiso in Zapata, Texas is well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.